Hello friends, so today we are going to start writing a simple hello world program with C++. So let's begin. So I'll be going to first of all choose a particular folder where I really want to write a C++ program. So here you can see here I have CPlusPlusTutorial folder which I'll be going to use throughout the tutorial in order to create the programs. So here you just need to go at the folder location, and here in bar you can just type cmd, which will open you the command prompt at the same location where you are in Explorer, and just need to write code dot, which will open you the Visual Studio Code at the same location. You can see like this. So now next is like we need to create a simple file. So what I'm going to do now, I'll create a simple file for you. Here in basic folder, just I have selected a folder, and I'll be going to add a new file here. So I'll be going to create a new file with the name hello world.cpp. So CPP is the extension which is specifically used for C++ programming. Similarly, if you are writing code in C, you could have extension C. If you are writing in C++, C#, then you'll have CS as a code extension. So as we are learning C++, the file extension will be CPP. So we have created our CPP file here, hello world file here. So now next we'll start writing a simple program. So always a program begin with some include statements, or we need to include some libraries which are used while writing the program, while writing the body of your program. So first of all, we'll include hash include IO stream. Second statement will be using namespace, and namespace will be std, a standard namespace. Fine. This is nothing but these are nothing but the headers. So hash include IO stream is header file that lets us work with input and output object such as count, that we will see further when we will proceed while writing the program. And second line represents using namespace standard, which represents or means that we can use names for objects and variables from the standard library. So I know it is hard to understand at the beginning, so don't worry if you don't understand now. Both the statements and how those works, just leave it. Just think of it like something that we must include at the beginning of your program. That's it. So when we will go and proceed in the series, you'll understand like what is the meaning and why it is necessary to be used in the program. Then the next statement is the int main. Again here int is a return type. What is return type, how it is used, that also we will be going to understand further in series. But for now, just remember or just understand int is a return type, and main is a method. And when we represent any method in C++ or even in many programming language, it represents in open and close bracket. So this means it is a method, and parenthesis. So if you just go down and you need to give a brace bracket, which will create you the area where you really need to write the actual code. So first of all, what is meant by main? So main is something which is the entry point of your code. So any programming language, if you see, it will always enter, means most of the programming languages are always have entry point as a main method. So you can your project can only have one entry point at a time, means one main method can only be allowed in one project. And then entry points will let program begin from or start from, and further it will execute other subsequent requests. So if you see now, this is the main, and the parenthesis defines the scope of the method. The scope of the method is something like you could say a boundary of a method, or the area in which this method's execution and instructions will be written. So if I am writing something inside this parenthesis, that will execute when main method executes, and it will start executing from this opening brace bracket and it will end at the closing brace bracket. So in a way, if you see any program when starts, it will start from this brace bracket of main method and end at the brace bracket of closing brace bracket of the main method, and all entire program will lie between this section only. So hope I am able to make sense here to you. So our next statement will be cout. So cout is something which let user to input the instructions or the output to be displayed on console. So console is nothing but the default output window for CPP or C++ program. When you write any console application or console program, that will be open in console, and there if you really want to print anything, that needs to be written inside cout. And this double angular brackets means insertion operator, and these insertion operators are actually responsible to define which type of statements we are putting. So when you are putting the when we are writing the cout, at that time we use insertion operator, and when we use cin, there we use external operator that we will understand when we will read about input and outputs in C++. So once this is done, we just need to write in double quote hello world, and at the end semicolon. So every statement in C++ ends with semicolon. So that means while writing a program, you'll have to put semicolon at the end. I'll let you know like where the semicolon to be put and where not. For example, you can see at the end of the main method we are not putting any semicolon, but the statements inside the main method, there we are putting semicolon. So while going through the series, we will understand where the semicolons are necessary and where semicolons need not to be put. So this is done. Now we'll just quickly run this program. So here you can see we have an icon just to run the program. I'll just hit the run button and you'll see in output hello world. So whatever you put inside the double quote of cout, that will be straightway displayed in output window. So this is nothing but the output window. Now you saw like this is the code or a piece of code which we have written here, but as soon as we run this code, it has created the hello world.exe. So what does that mean? So this hello world.exe is nothing but the output of this program. So when any customers expects the software from a company or individual, at that time the company or individual will not going to send him or her a code. Instead, he only provides the executable file which runs on any machine. So if I just go at the place where this file is, we'll just go from here. So there are various places to move to that location, but here you can go like this, relevant in file explorer. So here in basics, if you see, this is our file where we have written the C++ code, and this is the file which has been generated by C++ compiler as an output of hello world program. So if I just run this file, it will also execute and show me the same program or same output which was shown in the Visual Studio Code as output. So you just need to double click this and it will run for you. But as there we are not holding the screen, that's why it is straightway closing for us. So just to handle that situation, or just to show how exactly it is working, what I'll do, I'll just go at a place where this file is, that means cd basic folder, and I'll run that specific file. So that specific file is hello.exe, and if I run it, see, you can see hello world as output. That means this executable file has been executed and given the same output which we got in this after compilation here in Visual Studio Code. That's all from this video. Thank you very much for watching.